Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Alright, welcome to the VOD. Snow Light today was messy, so let's find out why.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Alright. Alright, so first fight, we should be seeing a good bubble rotation on the swings, and you guys really should just be blowing up the Reinhardt. Okay, so there's no aggression here to start off with. You guys are playing very passively. With this team comp, you just want to get it over as quickly as you can. Okay, there we go. He stepped. Don't exactly know why the Rhine died. There should have been some sort of contest to the Reaper.
The objective is now.
So when I see you playing Xayah dub, especially in a mirror, I want to see you kind of... Yeah, I want to see once you get high charge, just pressuring out the DPS and stopping them from doing anything. Killing them if you can, just contesting them. Alright, so right here you guys once again go aggressive. You're giving the Junkrat advantage here though, like making the first move. This position right here, better for theirs than yours. You guys want to choke them rather than going into a choke. So kill that Lucio, that's good. They now can't run away, so you can push into this. Alright, nicely done. Once again, their Reaper's going uncontested. Alright, so this doesn't get called out nearly quickly enough, but you have Coalescence, so you guys just need to go hard aggro. Fail to recognize that shot. Alright, so as far as that fight goes, you guys should have known that they have Earth Shadow. Really should have. You just gotta be keeping that stuff in check. I don't know who you guys said was gonna be the ult tracker, but this person needs to start understanding how it's working. No one ult track this game, which is fine, something we can do in the future, but it needs to happen. Because a lot of this round, at least from my perspective, was like a lot of it was just the no contest whatsoever to the Junkrat. No one destroyed that mine. But that was also part of just straight up ults. So also the Reaper's playing quite aggressive. It's like the Reaper's style. Their Reaper's playing in a flanker way, so they kind of have the Junkrat frontlining, and then they have the Reaper, you know, going on flanks, getting backline kills, or just drawing out attention, where you have two frontliners. So you guys might want to think about how you do your DPS rotations as well. Because right here, they have the Junkrat up there, they have their Reaper back there. They have a really good split of them. So now you guys are looking at Reaper, Junkrat takes this opportunity. There's your Reaper, and it's a slow turnaround, but it happens. Yeah, it gets a massive nade and they clean up on it. So right there was just a straight DPS carry. So I hear you force out the bubbles, well done. It's a bad bubble. You also need to be winning the bubble rotations, so you wasted a bubble for their wasted bubble. And you guys are kind of just standing there now. Alright, so the swap to D.Va to counter Junkrat, I think you could have done... Look, on this point it's kind of Xayah's domain. There's not much high ground that's important for D.Va, and I know you've swapped to try and counter the DPS, but you should be able to do that on Xayah. It's a straight feed from Cody. But right here, as Reaper's shooting, you should be matrixing him. Shut up. More lucky little check. Alright, so that's a really good matrix though. Obviously, you lose that anyway, but it's good to see that you know when you should be using it.
You need to learn to relax.
You don't want this, do you? You should. Yeah, okay.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one.
Another thing, I believe you guys played Moira on the last point. Moira isn't as good as Ana for this comp, just don't. Alright, so you're both teleporting. I believe Arc gets a massive nade which secures you guys this first one. Yeah, that nade, huge. But for starters, yeah, I kind of want to talk about the DPS again. So they have 3 turrets. You guys have 1. Their turrets are doing a lot. Like they're in really good positions. I believe you guys killed them, but not exactly quick enough. I'm sorry, I switched it again. I wasn't watching what I should have been. Why did people die? Alright, so what you guys want to do is set up your honor in maybe the corner of the point and kind of push them out. So the enemy team splits. Oh wow, their Junkrat's just a ghost of gamer. Jeez. That's unfortunate.
The objective is now.
Probably at that point I'd say is a good time for D.Va to be chasing the Junkrat to stop him from getting those 2 picks. And that was a feed from Ryan. Okay. I was talking to Fish before a little bit about this. How Wrecking Ball will come in and people will focus on him to the point where he's enough of a distraction for a kill. You guys didn't focus whatsoever on that teleporter, which I believe the Junkrat kills the honor. No? Guess you just got low enough to get 1 shot. But still, you guys pretty much... So in that position that the Wrecking Ball isn't that good that they're playing. You guys should have a better comp as far as an actual brawl. So at that point, like when their ball's doing stuff, you can just rush them 5v6. You should be able to beat them. The Wrecking Ball's just trying to be annoying.
You know nothing.
So you've gone Mei Junkrat. This is an awful decision. You guys would be much better off playing Mei Sim. Just Mei and Junkrat are both projectile heroes, and you kind of want one or the other, not both. It's quite awkward. So once again, here's another example of you guys are in the minefields. You have 2 choices. You either rush in before you get blown up, or you rush out. You guys stand there. That trap there is the only thing keeping you alive. Alright, so you guys should have been able to turn that around with the wall. So here, that trap for starters. You're all high enough health. You should have been able to turn that around with the wall. What happens? Ana runs into a mine. Supports are just... Like, as a team, you're in bad positions, but you guys aren't really taking opportunities. The supports were caught out. No way this works. Oh my god. You're actually kidding me, right? No one saw the sexy Junkrat. What the hell? This is once again an issue of the mines being ignored. Your Honor, you guys know that mines slow people down. Your Honor's put into such a vulnerable position. They should be one of your first priorities. Okay, Reinhardt should be hard focused here, he's isolated. Oh, you should get Ana first, but then Reinhardt definitely. Kind of big plays from Sky, but too little too late.
Victory.
Alright, that point was messy. That map was very messy. Yeah, you guys just weren't... God, why am I forgetting things? What's the problem again? Oh, right. The DPS, on the first map at least, hard outplayed your DPS. You guys were 6-stacking your Ryan when they were playing a more, like, split DPS sort of play, which really worked for them. They would wait for their Reaper to get into a position, then kind of do stuff, you know? Yeah, it's just quite forward-thinking, I guess, bigger-brained plays from them. And then on B, just messy. You guys weren't coordinated at all.
Traveling to Iconwell. Ready for battle.
Alright, now with Icon mode, you guys seem very intent on running Pharah defenses. Even though so far it's yet to work.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I do like this hold that you guys have on your tanks, it's better. Yeah, so let's talk about comps. You guys are playing in a way that you want them to go into points, so you want them into no man's land so your Pharah can do a lot of stuff. The issue with playing Pharah ever is it's a 4 and 2v6, but if the 2 aren't doing anything, then it's a 4v6. I'm not saying the Pharah was bad, I haven't watched this properly, we'll see. But yeah, if your Pharah isn't good enough, don't bother playing. So far, 2 massive picks. Just getting ult charge. So dropping here right now is tanks. I know you're bored, but the best thing you can do is be patient. Alright, so they've switched to double main tank dive here. So you guys don't want to let them get in. It's good hold. Yeah, without a brig here, you guys kind of are going to struggle. But this is a lot on the DPS. So dropping, once again, bad idea. Giving away high ground is massive, and it's kind of ruined your your Batiste's position. So problems with that was the drop was awkward. Very awkward. It was Orisa, then Sigma, then Bap. So Bap wasn't able to heal the people that he had to properly. It was very awkward and messy. You guys also just drop straight onto point. If you're gonna go onto point, you want to get the least of the point that you can. So this choke right here is one of the best places that you can get. Their DPS were here and all over here. No one was here, no one was here, no one was here. They would have like pushed onto you eventually, but you have a health back there. You just have like better ground. You're also quite close to a point, so you can ping pong if you need to. But I would put the Mercy ping. So you guys were against the superior comp, but you kind of gave it to them anyway. Now you guys end up making the decision to switch to Sigma Hog. The problem with the Sigma nerfs is you can't play that at all anymore. It's awful. I think Orisa Hog is actually quite strong right now with the weakness of Sigma on his own. And that would be a much better comp for you guys to play. Especially into double main tank dive, Sigma Hog is... No, Orisa Hog has often been just the go-to counter people play. So right here is where you ditch your Orisa. Once again, all chasing a Wrecking Ball. You don't need to be doing this because you've just given them the entirety of this... half of the second point. Right here. So they're playing a high mobility, high speed comp. They just kill them. There's nothing on to it. There's no call out of the rotation at all, at least as far as I remember. I do believe Mercy gets a good res. Yeah, that's a good res. But at this point, you guys have given up to the superior ground. You're now playing on low ground. You've given them high ground yet again. And yeah, it's just crazy stuff.
Routing navigation system to defend. Justice reigns from above.
Yeah, that's me. So now you get your ults out, I think.
It's
Alright, so you guys just start making weird swaps here. You go to Ana, Lucio, Hog, Ball? Like, what? Your Ana has no peel possible. I don't think a Junkrat or a Torb comes out. You have no peel here. You're running a Brawl comp and then just, like, a tank meta that was, like, so last year. It's awkward. Watch your Honor and McCree, they just die instantly. Lack of Brig and Diva, there's no defense for them whatsoever. This tank composition here is an absolute joke. I don't understand why you guys want it. Also going Lucio as well with that tank composition once again, why? What the hell?
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Okay, so here, we already talked about my issues with this comp. It does work for the starting point, for the start of this for you guys, but you guys understand. You can't be playing the Ana without peel, is the biggest reason that this has failed.
1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so right there, massive slam. Really important dive right there. Your Ana, where are you? Yeah, so doing this dive, high tempo. You've completely removed all the attention from your backline, which is good. You're attracting their attention here. Hard dive. Fight all in. So now you just need to get the picks one at a time. Cut people off. That boop right there from ball. Ah! Right there from ball. Amazing. Free kill on Zaya. Nicely done. Now you just slowly pin them up.
Flight routine activated. Ability complete.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Alright, so one thing I don't like is the way that you guys are playing Wrecking Ball Echo over Wrecking Ball Tracer. Wrecking Ball Tracer is just better. Yeah, it depends how you're playing, but usually, especially with this, like, let's flank with the Wrecking Ball, you want to Tracer over Echo. Echo is much better with, like, team damage, where Tracer's a heavy flanker, and Wrecking Ball and Tracer can just go around in a duo doing a lot of things. So the Reaper, I find quite confusing. You could have played Tracer or Sombra. Yeah, right here, Ball's diving solo while Reaper is teleporting. Also, D.Va's diving. It's weird. This is working out for you guys on the upside. But I definitely would like to see Tracer over D.Va. This fight is like, it's messy.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Reinhardt.
So that fight you guys do fight over the high ground quite effectively. Problems are like you're letting your honor die, just the things that we've been talking about again. These problems show to be real issues though in the next point.
Adjusting angle of attack. وريهم قوتك.
Okay, Kabisu, massive play here. Counters the EMP with beat. An argument that you could be playing Lucio over Brig for this comp is for the beat. Rally is just as effective. It's not as effective, but it does quite a good job. Otherwise, if the Sombra really is that good, then you play more Lucio. So yeah, great beat, lets you guys survive, and now you have all your cooldowns back, so you should be able to turn this. Going with the bomb. This bomb doesn't get anyone, but look at the positions it's put them in. Low health Reinhardt, Reaper's gone, Wrecking Ball's back there, so you guys should just be able to clean this up. It's a really good space making bomb.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Reaper.
Okay, you guys didn't clean that bomb up nearly as much as you should.
Locking on. وريهم قوتك.
I am unstoppable.
The pain. Adjusting angle of attack.
Alright, so here, Reaper's going for Honor. Or for Reaper, what the hell. Alright, there we go. Go for your Honor, well done. Still feeling well. The problems here are you guys are all like, there are two targets and you're all on different targets. And the other thing is, now that Reaper's wraithed, you guys don't have a next target. You're just waiting for him to get out of Wraith and get to safety. There's a split with here and here.
Nerf this.
It's just too messy, it's too like uncoordinated. Alright, so you guys go for another. So right there, you guys did get kind of destroyed by their spawns, but it just wasn't clean enough. You had separate teams doing separate things, where these teams could have just been doing one at a time and do them both fast. Alright, so here is a beautiful example of honor ignored. You've already lost. Like, no matter how many kills you get, there's not enough sustain for you guys to be in this. That was once again an example of people up there, people down here picking place. Yeah, you guys need to be playing as a team. Whether you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, you have a better chance of winning if you're all doing the wrong thing together than if you're all doing the right thing separate. You're like half of you doing the right thing, half of you doing the wrong thing. You're all better to be doing the wrong thing. It's right here, pushing without your brig. So this play here is interesting. It could go very well if you play it properly. You've now got this side control of the map. You could put your honor up here with the brig, and you have the entirety of the low ground on lockdown. Start for the kill onto Doomfist, that's good. Okay, so Kabisu, you've thrown. Actually, yeah, so first mistake that you've made is there's a Reaper back here. Here's your job. As Brig, you have a pretty similar job to Diva, even though neither of you did the job, which is protect your honor, keep them alive. You know, people like that, Honor McCree, you got to keep them alive so that they can do the most that they can. So you guys have just gone for a hard dive, you included, and boom, dead. Who's there? All of the enemy team? Like, you guys are just, once again, you're gonna lose if you don't have your honor. I'm very worried to watch you guys play Zenyatta comps if you can't even play honor.
Seconds remaining.
Time to raise my APM.
Alright, let's see how you win this one. So bomb engagement, good move. This is an opportunity for Echo and Reaper to go in. Brig's playing card, Honor's playing stairs. You guys have to pick a spot.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Wrecking ball.
Wow, you guys got lucky. You just slam your ults and it works. Some merit in that. Good job.
Initiating match.
Oh, now this point is very fun.
Attackers ready for battle. It's
quite enjoyable, this. So they're expecting you to go for an Orisa Sigma hold, and there's not much different except for the fact that you have Bastion. So with the way you guys are holding, you could just be if you're gonna play this comp, Bastion is probably the answer, or a Soldier, something that you can put on the high ground to do damage. I wouldn't say the Hanzo is strong enough to put there, but if you guys want to go for a full hold, you play Bat Brig, something with a Doomfist, maybe if you expect the mirror.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Probably Ash Echo, actually. Alright, nicely done. So right here, the enemy team is playing really sloppy. They're going for you one by one, and it's not working at all. I also want to make it very clear, Sky, as the Bastion, you shouldn't have to worry about the Reaper. It's its job to kill Reaper. But the Orisa is splitting from the rest of the team. That's something you really want to see. You want kind of Orisa staying with Bastion. Well, Bastion staying with Orisa as much as possible. And Sigma can kind of do his own thing, as long as he's keeping his teammates alive. He'd usually split off with the Brigitte, but with this he'd split off with the Batiste, giving the Batiste angles to heal the Orisa and the Bastion. So you guys are kind of spy checking, but like if you had your Sigma spy checking, you would definitely catch the Sombra right now, because if these are bouncing around the walls, you would have caught the Sombra. Yes, you do. You just missed it. That's unfortunate. It's fine. Alright, so right here they try to go for a coordinated dive, but it sucks. And you fight again. This is what I'm saying again, like, you're all so all over the place. Alright, so I think this is the last fight. Once again, your Orisa's dropping, well, it's unnecessary. Who should be dropping? Honestly, your Mercy and Pharah should be playing the point with your Mercy just flying a little low, because there are no real immediate threats. Unless the Hanzo's a god, your Mercy and Pharah should be playing on the point like your Orisa. Also, when a BAP wall is out with a Bastion, high holds mean there's more damage coming onto them.
Justice reigns from above.
Okay, the enemy are idiots. They really could just take an outside rotation and murder you guys. If you were lucky, like, I know they're the best team in your region, whatever, but they really suck. So the problem here was there was the Reaper forced that Immortality Field, letting your BAP just die to that double wall. Although Sigma probably should have eaten it. So, go for that. You guys go for a Bongo in the wrong spot, though that's not going to get anyone. Flux. Slink down the Flux. Tanks leave and Reaper takes his opportunity. Like, Reaper just completely outplayed at this point. He had you guys in the palm of his hand. He got exactly what he wanted out of everything this fight. Hard carry. That's unfortunate, but I think that the tank play really wasn't correct. Orisa dropping down to the point, like, I want to know why we play high ground if we're going to drop to the bottom. There isn't a reason, is there? It's an inconvenience in anything. But yeah, it's team play there.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries. Ready for battle.
Alright, this point is gonna be a lot. Yeah, a lot. There are a lot of problems.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
So the first massive thing is, why the hell are they playing Reinhardt? Which hero does this work with on their team? None. Oh, it works with a couple, but they... As far as it goes, that their comp sucks. You guys should be able to demolish them. The Tracer and Sombra are so important in this comp, they could win this solo. Duo. Alright, so before you guys engage, the two things you want to do is get a point to engage from, one of these high grounds, and you want to get your Sombra into position. So right here, you would want to be seeing your Sombra going... Oh, I just pointed. You would want to be seeing Sombra get control of that health pack and having a position in the high ground where she can trans back to there, or there. You also want to be just getting a high ground so you can be chasing. So you guys do notify instantly their Ana's up here. But unfortunately, it's wrong the way that you guys deal with it. So Kabisu gets a massive red at Lucio kill, but he overextends and gets absolutely demolished for it. Meanwhile, you guys are just playing on the low ground. So you've killed 2 now, but without your Lucio, you guys are really slow. It's complete change in tempo that it should be. This is really uncleanly played there. And there's no setup or anything to what you guys are actually doing.
Moving on.
That's once again. Sombra's now got a better position. But their Reinhardt, he's relying on this health pack for his life. Like, he's got his Ana, but he's always going to go to that health pack for his instant healing. So Slam here is completely pointless. You should be going for their Ana. These guys killed Ball, but where's the next target? Where's the hack? I don't see any coordination.
Adaptive circuits engage. Tracer. Wicked.
And although you guys should have an advantage, it's just slowly but surely their DPS getting a better. There's another fight. I'm honestly not completely sure if there's a point to looking at this map. The composition you guys tried to run was quite complicated. I would urge you guys to... it's probably not a good time, but Avril on Twitch, AVRL, he does a co-stream of the current tournament that's happening between Seoul Dynasty, who else is there? There's Shanghai Dragons, Dallas Fuel, and Guangzhou Charge. They're playing in a very similar meta to what you guys are playing right now. The grand finals are happening tonight. Tonight for me it would be like AM for you guys, but if you were to go watch the VOD back of the current meta, you would really kind of understand the way that these top teams are playing. How pretty much every team has a Sombra, and the better Sombra wins most of the time. The better Sombra wins. It's that important for this comp. Just, yeah, you guys aren't playing a Sombra comp properly at all. I don't really think there's a point looking this over compared to just going from ground zero. So, yeah. Look at you guys some help with learning the metas, and hopefully we can do another VOD later.